There are two major things to avoid. In this video, I want to tell you them two things, and hopefully, and also things to do. What not to do and what to do. That's up. When I started this job recently, I wasn't used to long distances because I had done local for like 4 years, really local. Every distance, every journey where I was working was 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 1 hour and a half, the longest. The first one is do not overheat the cab. Do not overheat the cab. Don't put it on how you want it at your house. Nah, it's got to be slightly less. Slightly less. You've got to be feeling fresh rather than feeling warm. Another trick that I do is when I get to a lorry and I want to drive, yeah, I'll keep layers on. Not all the layers. Say how many layers you got. 1, 2, 3, 4. Imagine I got 4 layers, yeah? So when I get in, I'll take off these 2. Alright? I'll take off these 2. Yeah. And keep 2 on. Other people, on the other hand, which is the no-no according to me, is you get into the lorry and then you take off all these clothes. All. And just stay in a t-shirt. Okay? You stay in a t-shirt. There is a risk because if you do that, then you have to blast the heating. Me in that situation, I wouldn't want to risk it because halfway you might imagine you're in your own house feeling warm and going. But again, it probably works for other people in that way. I personally, I have to keep a bit of a jacket on and keep the temperature slightly low. Yeah? I don't know what low is for other people, but I keep the thing like, keep it slightly lower than you feel comfortable in, you know, less than room temperature, less than what it is right here. Feel that freshness and then you're going to definitely keep awake. Another major one is do not overeat. People who keep it the right portions on their food, they end up not overweight. That means they drive better. They don't have trouble keeping awake while driving, shifting things, even moving things. That means that keep the portions right, then you're going to be avoiding the sleep or the drowsiness, especially night drivers, even day drivers. Even if you're on day driving, if you're not careful, you can actually start dozing. It's not about day and night. Night is harder on it, but even day shift will have a problem if they're not thinking of it. So on this one, I'm actually doing about maybe 400 miles a day. So 200 to come here and 200 to get back, which is ends up to be about 9 driving hours. All 9 hours. If there's something about on the road, you end up to be 10. Go 4.5 hours. Sorry, I'm having a little lunch. 4.5 hours. Yeah, I mean, 4.5 hours. That means that you have to keep properly awake or proper awake. You can't come in like, you know, halfway awake. And when it's busy, there's a lot of racing. People passing you, there's too much pressure. Seconds. It's a game of seconds. People won't wait for seconds because you're 1 mile per hour slower. That's the don'ts, the 2 main don'ts: overeating, overheating. The do's that help you to keep like fresh and awake is what? Windows open, music, keep some sound on. What else? If you're feeling so sleepy, have numerous breaks. Say in these 4 hours, I can drive straight here without stopping, or I can stop for a break in the middle, maybe 15, just if I want, and then it leaves me with the 30 when I get here. Or I prefer to just knock it out straight. I personally find it easier if I just sit there and deal with it until I get here, then I have a break together. But on the other hand, if I was feeling sleepy and I can't really do it, I'll stop in the middle and then get here and then get back. So multiple places to stop. You stop and then what? Open the windows, keep the sound on. What else can you help you to keep attentive? That's it really. Phone someone. Yes, phone someone. That one works as well. If you really feel so sleepy, you have your hands free, make a call to anyone. Just like a chit-chat call. Will leave you proper awake. I've done that before. What else? I have a story for you. I got a story. One time, I'm always talking about the bread company I used to work for, a double-decker company. One day, I was coming from Paddockwood. I was coming from Paddockwood, and I was going back to Enfield. Is that a 2-hour Paddockwood? I think is that a 2-hour journey, if I remember correctly. If I remember correctly, it's a 2-hour journey. But what happened is, I got to this job, and I had 3 bad days on the, you know how real life is. You get back home and you can't sleep that day. You need to go to where, you need to go to what, appointment, pay this, do what. I couldn't sleep, and it went on and on for 3 days. So I was sleeping badly and doing night shifts. Sleeping badly, the 3rd night shift. Oh, I was dying of sleep. I went and did the delivery. This was also a lot of hard labor on this delivery. We got to this place and unloaded a double-decker bread. Loads is hard work. 1 whole hour of harder than a gym session. Any gym session, harder. 45 minutes of pulling stacks of bread and then the empties back on the lift. So it was so, imagine you doing that and you've not slept properly. Probably not eaten properly that particular day, wherever I was coming from. After the exercise, I was driving back to Enfield, a 2-hour journey, but every 15 minutes I just feel like I stopped like 3 times. Stop, walk around the lorry. Yeah. Stretch out the beat, take a jacket off, get back in. 30 minutes again. Stop again. And because there's no, your safety and you're getting there is the most important thing. It's not about the efficiency. How long did you take? Particularly on those days. It's a one-off. You don't do that regularly. But yeah, that was the worst case. After that, I never ever did, food around that. Proper sleepy. If I would only go for like 15 minutes and I'm dying, I had to stop and walk around, fool about, get back in. I wonder what I would do if it was for this 4.5 hour journey. That was sort of halfway local, but I still was so dying of sleep. So yeah, actually that reminds me of another thing to think about is your condition of yourself on the shift. Some shifts you're very fresh, you've had 4 days off and you've slept properly, you had a nice diet. But there you're unstoppable. It's when you've had a long day. Maybe it is your last day. Maybe it is your 6th night. Maybe you had a lot of drama at the house. Postman came and did what? You went to the post bank. Things you had to do so you didn't sleep. And maybe it went on and on for days. If it's a one-off, it wouldn't really do that to you. If it goes on and on and on, and probably if it's a habit, You don't sleep when you get home, you go and whatever else you go and do. It catches up with you at a certain point. So your condition, if you know that that day you've had a lot of drama, maybe you've skipped a meal and forgot your sandwich, and you're now hungry and you're driving at night, you get. So there's a lot of things that you have to just check out yourself, think about your own condition, and then that's how you react to it. Okay, not going to stay on alone. Now, appreciate you lot. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't done that yet. Give us a thumbs up. Help spread the videos and stay safe. God bless. Love.